What's going on, guys? I hope you're having a great day out there, guys. We are going to do a little unboxing and testing of the new RLAARLO AX12. This is their new 12 scale 4-wheel drive brushless buggy. And guys, just from the first few little views of this thing, it looks awesome. And guys, I got to say something. The packaging RLAARLO does on their cars, and I'll show you more when we open this thing up, is just, it's a whole nother level. I wish a lot of other cars came this way. But what we got going on here, they do come with a 2.4 gig new remote control. And any of you guys have seen the purple buggy and the other ones, they have now changed up the controller to a new controller. This car is 13.9 inches long, 14.6 inches high, and 8.2 inches wide. So, guys, let's get this thing out of the box and check it out. All right, let's get this thing opened up. It comes in a nice, heavy, padded, waterproof rubber-like style seal on this thing. And, guys, this thing just looks awesome. I quickly cracked this thing open just to take a peek inside, and I was blown away already. Honestly, any of you guys know I've had the other RLAARLOs here, their truggy style and the purple buggy that everybody has seen lots of this and speed runs, and this thing is just crazy fast and a ton of fun. And I've been having a blast with them. So I cannot wait to check out the new larger version. This is the 12 scale, like I said, and I also got a new remote control here. And guys, this remote control, the feel of it in your hand is just, I mean, it is a perfect fit. I'm really digging this remote control. Can't wait to test it out and see how the reaction speed and all that is. But as far as the feel of the control is just awesome. So let's get this thing out of the box and check it out a little more. All right, guys, well, I figured we'll start with the controller here real quick. You will need 4 AA batteries in here. And guys, like I said, this controller has just a great feel to it. I mean, finger, trigger, steering, everything has just got a great feel to it. It's not all sloppy. It's nice and tight. Has a great feel to it, so I'm definitely can't wait to check this thing out. Get the plastic pulled off there. There's your power button for it. And then you pop this open, and you got all your steering controls and trims and all that under here. So get some batteries in this thing. But next, guys, let's go ahead, get the car out of here, and check it out a little closer. All right, so in the package here, we'll get the car unbuttoned. It's nice. They got a little Velcro strap to keep the car in place. And I decided to go with the orange and blue here. I think it looks pretty sharp. You guys know, you've been around, I like bright colors, and orange is probably my favorite color. So went ahead and got that. We'll get the plastic peeled off there because I know this is going to get shinier. Also in the package, we have a 7.4 amp, 2000 milliamp 2S LiPo. And I actually have a couple more of these, so that'll be great. So I have lots of runtime on here. And then also in the package here is your rear wing, which we'll get mounted up on here now and get that. And I understand that they went with a thicker plastic on this now, and the wings are a little more durable. Also, in the package, get this side unzipped. I haven't gone through any of this stuff yet to see what's in here. It has some notes and the RLAARLO catalog. Looks like some different stickers. No Limit Speed Grand Prix Racing, a whole bunch of different stickers on there from RLAARLO. And quite a big goodie bag here, the accessory kit. I see right off the top of my head, see new pinion gearing, extra body clips, extra A-arms. We'll go ahead and open this up and check everything out. All right, well, let's check out and see what we all get in the goodie bag here. And guys, you know, you don't get this from any other manufacturer. I mean, you get a whole nice accessory bag full of all kinds of extras and stuff that they know, people are going to go out there and break, crash them, and they give them to you. So, got the padded front bumper on here to help protect the front, especially if you're just learning and you're driving. Helps protect that front end quite a bit. We got in here the instruction manual, full instruction manual breakdown of the car, how to adjust everything, parts list, how to adjust the parts, and how to assemble everything, and a full parts catalog on all your parts and everything you can reorder if you need. But you get quite a bit in here. So we got a whole package of new front and rear A-arms and the bushings, and new hinge pins for the A-arms, which is awesome. So if you bend the hinge pins, break one, or an A-arm, you got a whole backup set with the car. Charger for the battery. I'll be using my bigger charger to charge up the batteries, but you do get the included USB charger. Also, we got some extra screws, some droop screws. Oh, they included droop screws with the kit, which is awesome because if this is considered their race series and their race buggy. And guys, when you start seeing the inside of this thing, you'll see they really did a nice job on this thing. Full carbon fiber chassis and lots of nice stuff inside. But let's finish up the accessory kit. Got an extra front shock tower, looks like. An extra steel front shock tower. There's carbon fiber shock towers on the front and rear right now, but they include a steel front. Also, I'm guessing an optional speed pinion gear. Nice. Got your tool kit, extra body clips, and some extra wheel hexes and wheel nuts. So, tons of stuff in there. I mean, most of the times now with all the other cars, you're lucky to get a wrench and, a couple extra screws. But guys, I mean, you get a whole extra set of A-arms and stuff. Awesome accessory kit they include with the RLAARLOs here, and really impressed. It's nice to give you that stuff because, especially if this is your first time out driving and you crash that thing and you break an A-arm, and it's like, oh, well, now I got to order a part. I can't run my car for next week. You got all the parts right here, which is really nice. But let's dig into the car now. All right, well, now that we poked through all the accessories and everything you get along with the car, it's time to take a look under the hood here, right? But wait a minute. We got to get this wing mounted up and get this thing looking nice. So 3, 2, 1, boom. Man, guys, this car just looks amazing. Love the color, love the body, love the whole layout of this thing. And, let's go ahead and start going over a few details of the car. So, starting from the front, we have a carbon fiber front shock tower with oil-filled coilover shocks. And, guys, this front suspension out of the box feels really nice, and so does the rear. One of the places I'm going to take this thing to firsthand, other than giving a little testing out here during this video, is I'm taking this thing up to the indoor track. Many of you guys know I love going up here during the wintertime. However, all my cars were kind of on the too large side or too small side for the track. I think this thing is going to be perfect for that indoor track. But continuing on in the front here, they have now included a front sway bar on the front and rear suspension, a steel front and rear sway bar, carbon fiber front hinge pin braces. We have a full carbon fiber chassis, which is just looks phenomenal under this thing. And these tires, I think, are going to be really nice for track tires too. So I'm curious to see how these things work out on the track. But also, from the outside, before we go on to the inside, these do have steel turnbuckles on all the front steering and tie rod links all the way around. And they also do have now steel 12 millimeter hexes on the front and rear. Going into the rear of it, we also have a rear sway bar on here with a carbon fiber rear shock tower. And like I said, guys, suspension on here feels very nice, very plush. And I think it's going to be a really great starting point on the track. And I think she's going to perform pretty well on there. And while we're talking about what's all carbon fiber on here, all your front steering linkage is all carbon fiber done. They're definitely going for a very lightweight, nice race buggy here. And all of your hinge pins on the front and rear are all carbon fiber. So, definitely a nice lightweight. I mean, the weight of this thing feels great. There's no battery in here, but, for the size and proportion, she feels really nice. I'm sure many of you have spotted one of the big changes that they have done with this buggy, and it made me really happy to see that they did this, is they went with a separate motor, ESC, and receiver setup. Rather than having the ESC and receiver combo, they now give you the freedom to, if you decide you want to put on your own type of receiver on whatever remote control you want, you're free to do that, hook it up like a normal, any other car, and you can change out your receiver or your ESC and not have to mess with a whole new remote control. So, big props to RLAARLO for making that change on here and making a lot more flexible to everybody because not everybody wants to run, separate remotes. Maybe they want to put this on their own remote. So now you can slap your own receiver on here and away you go. Getting into some more of the electronics, this is an all Metal Gear servo in here with steel links. Also, the ESC, I'm not sure. It's definitely a 2S. I'm not sure if it'll take 3S. We might have to test that out at some point and see how she runs. But they are running the 3200 kV brushless motor on here. I'm not sure what pinion is on here right now, but obviously they do have the optional gearing on here, so we might decide to throw that on here and give her a little speed run at some point. But guys, my main focus on this is honestly going to be taking this thing up to the track because I think this thing is going to be an awesome track buggy, especially for that smaller indoor track that, like I said, I have. So I think it's going to be a good time. Few other bits I wanted to touch base on the drivetrain. It does have all steel front and rear drive shafts on here and steel input cups. All your differentials are steel gears. And guys, they really didn't spare any expense on this one with the drivetrain and everything. They went all steel on it. So definitely a lot more durable and being able to take, a little more bashing. I'm going to go ahead and get the battery in here, get some batteries in your remote control. We're going to fire this thing up, see what the servo feels like. Maybe get a quick little rip around inside. I'm probably going to have to wait till tomorrow to actually take it out because it's been raining and kind of yucky outside all day. One other thing I almost forgot to mention, this is a slipper clutch driven four-wheel drive system with an aluminum center drive shaft running down the whole chassis, going into steel input cups into the front and rear. And there's also a fully adjustable motor mount, which is nice for gearing. All right, well, we got our transmitter turned on, and this is a 4-channel radio, guys. So if you ever want to connect anything else up to the receiver, you can. But we got the battery hooked up in the car. Let's go ahead and fire up for the first time. Nice. Feel the steering. Now that is sitting on carpet, guys, or sitting on a towel here. Lots of torque in this servo. Very impressed with this. Very reactive. Lots of torque to it. I think the steering is going to be a winner. All right, guys. We got her outside here. Got the battery hooked in here. I didn't charge the battery up yet, but I had to take it out for a quick rip before we take it out and give her any launches. But she gets up and moves. Wow. I think this thing is... Yeah, the ground out here is a little wet, so it's definitely going to... I think this thing's going to be fun. One other thing I had to say is the steering on here is super reactive. And the turning radius thing is just spot on. And the controller has a great feel to it. Really digging the controller so far. Definitely once I take this thing out and give it a little bit of launches and some jumps, get to see how the reaction time is and stuff like that a little better. Well, guys, unfortunately today I wanted to take this thing out and do a little bit of running and maybe some jumps with the ramp. But unfortunately, we got about almost 4 inches of snow outside at the moment. So that put a dampener on things. So this video is just going to be kind of the unboxing and testing, and we got to drive around a little bit. But we're going to head up to the indoor track with this and have a little fun and give this thing some jumps up there at the track and see how she handles the track. But that is going to do it for this video, guys. And guys, the link for this will be down in the description where you can pick this thing up. And there's will be a link for my code. Anybody that picks this thing up, you're helping the channel out a little bit. But that is going to do it. So until next time, y'all, be safe. Be careful out there. Peace out, everybody.